Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Chefie Talks. Well, it's actually kind of a combination of a Chefie Talks and Chefie Plays, but mostly a Chefie Talks. So we're back with 100% orange juice. I kind of started on that name, but it's okay. And I'm playing as the same chick, even though she sucks. I don't know, I like playing as a dog girl thing. We're gonna play the campaign and casual, and yeah. I don't know if because I failed last time, it's gonna send me back to the beginning, and yes, it did. So. If you saw my first video, it's the same thing, all the dialogue and everything. I almost said dialect. So I'm just gonna keep on skipping all this. Cat chick there. Hopefully I can win this time. I doubt it, but it's okay. That's not what I'm here for. So I'm gonna pick my cards before I start talking. I like that one. Those two. That one. That one. I haven't seen that one yet. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm gonna do that one. That one. Two of those, and hmm, yeah, I'm gonna do that one. So cool. Got all my cards ready. All right, here we go. I'm player two this time, and the game is starting in 2, 1. Good luck. All right, let me get it started, and then I'll start my little talking thing. If you haven't ever seen me play this game, I have a video of the first time I played it on the campaign mode. So go check that out. It's pretty much like a anime kind of visual look, but it's kind of like a board game where you go around on these different tiles. Each tile does something different. Like that one gives you extra stars. That one warps you to another pad. Then those are enemies, and those make you drop stuff. And the goal is to make it to either land on any home with a certain amount of stars, or land to your own home, and then it stops you automatically. You don't have to land on a specific amount of cards or anything. I mean, a specific amount of dice roll. So let's go ahead and move. I'm gonna go over here to get some stars. So Chefie talks. Um, so I just wanted to talk about why I like Borderlands in general, and like in games like that. Um, Mainly, of course, it's the storyline and the funny antics that it gives. It's a lot different, a lot more different. How would you say that? More different than other games. However you would say that. Haha. Um, but let me turn the volume down real fast. Okay, can't do that. Um, but anyways, it's a lot more different than other games in the sense that it has that comic relief other than being serious all the time. Nobody wants a game that you're serious all the freaking time. So that's one thing that I like about it. But another thing is the campaign. Sorry about the lag. That's weird. Oh yeah, I'm compressing another video. That's why I'm doing good with the stars today. But anywho, uh, so the game storyline, and because you get 4 characters at the beginning, to choose from, is so good that you can play it over and over again, and probably on your fifth playthrough, because there's so many random things that you can do quest wise and other thing like that. Probably about your fourth or fifth, it's for me at least, fourth playthrough, you'll finally start getting bored with it. I'm doing really good with the stars. Not doing good with my rolls, but getting on the star pads. Um. So, anyways, uh, it has a really good storyline. Plus, it has a whole bunch of awesome DLC as well. Uh-oh. Well, I was doing good with the stars. Come on. Dang. And so it has a whole bunch of good DLC that you can buy later on, or get it with a season pass, which some people don't really like getting DLC and stuff like that. Well, this it adds a whole nother level to your story, um, and to your gameplay. It allows you to have well, awesome. I hope I roll a 6. Well, nope, didn't do that. But um, it adds a whole new layer to what you do. Like if you've played Borderlands 2, this is gonna be kind of a spoiler, not really, but you have, you know, you have your initial storyline. They give you a couple months before that comes out, before the DLC comes out. So you play it two times, two or three times. You get max level and everything, and then they bring out the new DLC, and then that also, like, you can also buy a leveling cap with it and level up a little bit more. So then you play that for a long time, and I'm doing awesome with these starbreds. I think they add more whenever you're on casual. That's why. But you play that until the next one comes out, and so forth and so forth. It's a money scheme, but in this game's case, there is so much replayability, so much good gameplay, and so much just humor in the games that it's definitely worth buying the games. Uh, oh, okay. Well, thank goodness I got behind her because last time she beat the crap out of me. Um, but unlike other games, because all those DLCs are pretty much new games in themselves, they're a little bit shorter than the regular storyline and everything, of course. But the storyline in itself and the length of the DLC are so long and so good that it's like playing another game for a fraction of the price. Uh, especially if you get it off of Steam. I hit the same one. Dang it, same amount. But so you're getting this game that if you get it on Steam and you're getting it for sales price, uh, you're getting it for a lot cheaper. You're getting an excellent game that I've been playing Borderlands 2. I've recently stopped playing it not too long ago. Probably about what? Probably about 6 months ago. I want to say just because I had so many other games to play. Um, no, I don't. Well, I got damaged. But then you have games like Assassin's Creed that, for some unlordly, god awful reason, they think that they have to have a game every single year. And like in this year, I don't know if the Rogue was a game or expansion. I haven't done very much research into it, but like the first three games, like Assassin's Creed 1, 2, Revelation, were probably the best games for me. Other than that, yeah, I knew that was coming, and she's probably gonna beat the crap out of me too. Uh, yeah, and I don't have anything to use against her. But anyways, I'm gonna defend because I can soak a little bit of the damage, hopefully. Nope. Okay, sweet. And nah. All right. Okay, as long as I'm still alive. Um, but anyways, they think that they have to come out with a new game every year, and they're just going downhill for me at least. Like I played Black Flag, and for me, I'm gonna take a chance with this trap card. But for me, it was an awful game. Dang it! I killed myself because I decided to be greedy. But I played Black Flag, and it was such a god awful game because majority of it you're on the boat. Which, first of all, I don't like doing boat simulator crap in video games, anyways. So spending hours on boats trying to kill sharks for different kind of skins and uh, whales and all that good stuff, and doing extra side quests and all that bullcrap. It was like half the game was being on a boat for me. Um, so that bored the crap out of me, first of all. Uh, and I'm probably not gonna play pretty much any other games unless like all my friends come back and tell me like, "Hey, you got to pick up Assassin's Creed again and start playing it." Because Assassin's Creed 3 was a letdown because I love Native American heritage and all that good stuff. Um, but it was such a letdown for me. Then there's Black Flag. I was so excited to play as pirate. Another letdown. I love playing as rogues and stuff like that, so I would have loved playing Rogue or playing Unity because both of those look good. But I'm just afraid it's gonna be like all the other ones. And for them to come out with a game every year or every like year and a half, it's just a shame because like with Borderlands, they come up with a game every couple of years and they have time to actually think about it. They have time to think about the DLC. They have time to think about the storyline and get it all wrapped up into a nice, solid game. But whenever you have only a year to come up with a game, um, not so much. You don't have that good quality gameplay that you normally would have. It's like the same thing over and over again. You run up walls, you do little side quests, you go get pieces of map, you go get random pieces of crap, and by the end of the game, you kind of lose the storyline. To me, that's my personal opinion. Um, See, with you playing in only one landlocked area, well, Italy wasn't landlocked, but you know what I mean. You're playing in one small confined map space in a game like this, you don't really lose the main storyline. Um, and I'm not bashing like open world because Skyrim, I haven't played much of it, but what I have played, it was pretty fun. I would pick it up again any day and play it. I already have it for 360, so I'm not gonna get it for computer anytime soon, unless it goes down to like $1. Then I might pick it up because of the mods. But it looks like a fun game. Like what I've seen of it and all that good stuff. So I'm not bashing open world at all because they know how to tie in their games. Um, but on the other hand, you have try to be open world games like Assassin's Creed, and it just didn't work. You go to these little tiny islands. There's nothing to do except for kill out random animals, and then it's like a train track game met open world. Like they're forcing you to play these. Okay. Oh, I actually have kind of a chance. Probably not, but still. Um. Yes. Yes, you fiend. I got you. Okay. But as I was saying, they tried to be open world, but they tried to keep it on a rail at the same time. So it just didn't work for me. And I'm just talking about Black Flag because I don't know about any other games out there. Assassin's Creed wise, because I stopped playing after Black Flag. Um, and then another thing that irks me is multiplayer games like Halo, Call of Duty, all that good stuff. I'm a guy that likes playing. Okay, I don't want to go that way. I'm a guy that likes playing for the storyline and not so much for the multiplayer. I enjoy playing multiplayer every once in a little tiny while, but not very often at all. Mainly because I suck at PvP. Uh, so let me get a swig of water. What the heck? Oh, skip my turn. Um, but one thing that I hate is how they come out with games every year. Let's turn in from Borderlands thing to a you got in my way, you jerk, to a rant about games. So sorry about that, but that's what it's about. Um, I'll circle back around to why I enjoy Borderlands in a second, but I'll go ahead and like that. Well, okay, just get me away from all these people. So multiplayer games, they come out every year. It's the same crap. Good God, look at that health. Where you get a small storyline, it's halfway okay. Like the original Halo 3, Halo 1, that got me so enthralled with the storyline and just made me so happy to play it. And made it where I wanted to play Halo 2 because it had an awesome storyline and, it still had its little multiplayer where you could take your system over to your friend's house and you had to work for it, but you got a multiplayer. Um, so that was pretty fun and cool. Then they came out with Halo 2, and that was kind of like the first. I'm not gonna say the first, but first multiplayer that I ever played. And you didn't have to go over to other people's houses and stuff to play it. And that lasted for a very long time and everything. And the storyline was still excellent, everything like that. And then Halo 3 came out, and the storyline was still okay. But it wasn't what it could be. Because they got too wrapped up in the way the guns sound because of multiplayer, the way that the multiplayer maps look, the way and then all the DLC had to do with the multiplayer. There was no extra for the story. It was all extra from the multiplayer. So you kind of lose out on your on your storyline because you don't really have that multiplayer. Multiplayer kind of took over. Then in Halo 4, the storyline was for me half baked. It was all right. it gave Master Chief a human-like reason to be around. Um, good God, this is the fastest I've got stars in a long time, and came close to winning. But then they brought in where they had the Spartan Ops, which was really really fun for me, um, because it was all about playing as a team and having that little storyline week by week. But it was still mostly about multiplayer. Oh god, the boss. But the game was still mostly about multiplayer, which I don't really enjoy multiplayer, so why would I want to play it? Um, so what I'm getting at here is, I think, and this is my opinion strictly, I think if they like did a poll or during the beta, if they could like do kind of a poll to see who's playing what, like they should have a multiplayer and then a story-driven beta where they have a couple demos of each and see who picks up which one more. So if they pick up the storyline more, uh, do a poll on that and say, okay, well, like 58% of them got freaking the storyline, and then the other ones the got the multiplayer, and of course that wouldn't happen. It would be like 30% of people get the storyline. But after you get the poll, let's see, which way do I want to go? Okay, yeah, that'll take me right back home. After you do the poll and everything, oh, I have enough stars though. Use that to price two separate discs. So you make a multiplayer disc and you sell that one for, you know, the games would be $60 altogether. So sell that one for like a little bit more than half. So like $40. Okay. And then why would you do this to me, you jerk? Yeah, that's what you get. Um so you sell that one for $40 and then you sell the other one for 20. And you're still getting your money from the people that want to play multiplayer, but the people that just want to play story, give them some extra stuff in the game um, to do the story. And some people are like, why would you do that? Because some multiplayer people want to play the story. Well, you're not losing out on any money by buying both discs, because one disc you're playing nothing but storyline, and one disc you're playing nothing but multiplayer, and they're both altogether $60, and you're getting a lot more than what you paid for. You um, so that's all my personal opinion. And then they can make more money off of, on each disc they could have. Oh god, I'm gonna die. One of the stars. Oh god. Yeah, here it comes. Unless I roll a 6 or something. Phew. All right, so they can make DLC for both of them, because everybody wants more Halo after the story. They want a little something. It doesn't even have to be Master Chief. They can make something about kind of like how what was it called? ODST was. They could do something like that, but as DLC instead. So they're adding a lot more for the player, but they are also making $19 off of that, plus $20 off of the storyline game, plus uh, $40 off the multiplayer. Something like that. So they're making a lot more money than they normally would off of just selling multiplayer stuff, because then they could also sell the multiplayer map. Um, so if I was doing stuff, that's how I do. But I'm not a salesman either, so I don't really know what I'm talking about. But that's what I would enjoy as a player, should I say? Be able to pick up the storyline for $20 and then buy DLC for that. So yeah, I just feel like all the games nowadays are, as far as mainstream games like Call of Duty, Halo, Assassin's Creed, what else? All of them are getting too watered down. They're getting too much about the the multiplayer, which I mean, everybody enjoys it, but hey, you could have one multiplayer game for 3 years and enjoy it as long as you have DLC. You don't need a crap ton of new stuff. Like, you don't need, you know, new sound effects for every gun. You're not really paying attention to that whenever you're playing it. All you need is new maps and new guns, which I can do both of those through DLC. So, in my opinion, I mean, sell both of them separate. Do a storyline every 2 years. Do a multiplayer every 3 years. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. You get $40 a year. Plus, I mean, $40 every 2 years plus the uh, multiplayer every 3 years. So you're still making income. But then again, I'm stupid. No, and look at there. I got just enough stars. And I win. Perfect. That was awesome. I was actually getting ready to sum this up. So, to sum it all up, that was the first victory I've ever had, by the way. To sum it all up, uh, have either awesome games like Borderlands where you can play with your friends, have awesome DLC that lasts you all the way until the next game comes out, which I think Borderlands, I mean, there's been how many Assassin's Creed? There's been came out during Assassin's Creed 3, Assassin's Creed Black Flag, Black and then I think Unity came out right after. I can't remember which one came out, but essentially 3 games came out by the time I got to play Borderlands pre-sequel, and I was still happy with the content that was on on Borderlands 2 after all this time. So I'm not gonna read this. I'm gonna keep on talking about what I'm talking about, but I'll type it slow so you guys can read it. But either make an awesome game like that, take time, don't try to rush games out. I know people want Assassin's Creed, but they don't want it that fast where you have to take stuff out and make a crap game and it's broken and all kinds of stuff. Take your time to make a game or to sell 2 separate discs and sell the crap out of multiplayer or sell the crap out of DLC or something like that and give the people what they want. Don't give them crap just because you want to make money. You became an artist, you became a game salesman, you became whatever in the gaming industry to entertain people, not to just make a buck. Well, you did want to make a buck. Everybody wants to make $1, but you know what I'm saying. An artist wants to make people happy too. That's why I'm in the food industry. Yeah, I want to make freaking people happy with food, but then again, I have to make $1. But I don't make things cheaply just because I want to make $1. I make things a little bit more expensive than what I need to make people happy and still make money, you know. But anyways, thank you guys for listening to me ramble about my opinion. I've been talking about this for a very long time. I've talked my wife's ear about it. Talked my wife's ear off about it. Talked my group's ear off about it. Talked to random coworkers about it. So now the world knows and I can stop ranting about it. So I appreciate you guys. As always, stay beautiful, stay sexy, and stay chefy. I'll catch you next time. Much love. Good night.